TV5's PM Magazine. Tonight I'm going to take you over to Covington, Georgia, where they were shooting the new CBS series, The Dukes of Hazzard, and I met John Snyder, a local boy who starred. You can search this map of the Southeast until you're cross-eyed, and you will not find a county named Hazzard. That's because it's a mythical county, and it's the scene of the new CBS series, The Dukes of Hazzard. Now, it probably will remind you, or it should remind you, of Smokey and the Bandit, and it premiered on CBS last Friday. But a couple of weeks before that, I went to Covington, Georgia, to watch them shoot a few scenes and to meet John Snyder, an Atlanta actor who plays a very major role in it.
Stand by, please. Quiet, everyone. This is going to be for camera. Quiet, please. Stand by, please. This is MOS.
No, this isn't a Hollywood soundstage. This is Covington, Georgia. You're watching the filming of The Dukes of Hazzard, a new series on CBS which is set in a small southern town. The Dukes are a family of reformed moonshiners who try to outsmart the corrupt county sheriff. John Snyder of Sandy Springs plays Bo Duke. How did you get this part from being from Sandy Springs?
They had general auditions in Atlanta a couple months ago, 4 months ago. And they were looking for all Atlanta, well, all Southern people, because they wanted to be real. They didn't want people doing Southern accents and, you know, actors acting. They wanted real people. So I went to that, and they liked me, and they sent me out to L.A., gave me a ticket. Stayed there, supposed to be there for 4 days, wound up there for 5 weeks with, they told me about 2 weeks into the thing that I had it, but they had to find somebody to play my cousin.
All right, who are the principal characters in this series?
There's Bo Duke, that's me. There's my cousin Luke, Tom Wopat. There's our cousin Daisy, Catherine Bach. Our Uncle Jesse, who is Denver Pyle. You've seen him on Andy Griffith as Mr. Darlin and Grizzly Adams. There's the sheriff, who's Jimmy Best. There's the boss, who runs the Hazzard County and everything, and he's kind of crooked. His name is Sorrel Brook. And the deputy sheriff, the sheriff and he make a wonderful team. They're a riot. He's Sonny Schroyer. He's from Valdosta, Georgia.
How do the people in Covington feel about this?
They like it. They get work, and they get to see, what goes on behind the scenes and everything, and they really like it. They get in it sometime. We have people, like we had them walking by and everything, and so they can watch it and say, there I am.
Have you used any Covington people for extras?
Yeah, we used about 20 of them today. Really? Yeah, just walk by, look at us. Out in L.A., if you're filming something, people drive by and saying, it's another damn movie, They're sick of it, that's all they do there. But here it's special, everybody comes around to watch, and, they're real cooperative and everything.
Is Hazzard supposed to be in Georgia?
Well, it is, but they don't say it. Like one show we went into Atlanta, and then we talk about Atlanta quite a bit, so they never come right out and say Hazzard County, Georgia. But they might as well. They do everything but.
How many episodes have you shot here?
We've shot 5. This will be the 5th one we're doing right now. This one's called High Octane. It deals with the government wanting to buy our Uncle Jesse's recipe for moonshine because it's a substitute for fossil fuels, non-polluting gas.
And how long does it take to shoot one episode?
We have on this show, a 6 to 7 day schedule, so the most is usually 8. Try to stick to 8.
Okay. Well, after you shoot these first 5, then what happens?
Then we get a couple weeks off. We go back wherever we're going to shoot the other ones. They haven't told us yet. Then we shoot the rest of them. We have 8 more. But
you're definitely going to do 8 more?
Yeah, we got 8 more to do.
Great.
Jimmy, let me see y'all looking out the window. Action.
This morning we did a scene, I think, 6 or 7, maybe 8 times. And it's not like everybody thinks. It's not the actors screwing up all the time. It's just, everything has to be just right. The camera has to move at the right time. It has to zoom in at the right time. And if one of those things is off, then they cut.
And I'm going to blow it all the hell.
Would you be doing this if my predecessor, Agent Roach, was still here?
No, I wouldn't. Because he's a man. I mean, you're a woman.
you've noticed. Sheriff, let me assure you, your aunt is not your uncle. The Dukes are not making moonshine.
That's okay. All right.
Is it like you thought it would be?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Everything's together. Everything's work.
No problems?
Nope. No problems.
Oh, I don't believe that. You've got to have
No
some
problems.
Everything just
Biggest
can't
problem
go
we
that...
have is the cars aren't always running. That's about it.
Where do you get the cars that you use?
The transportation department goes out and looks for them. And they buy them and paint them up orange and make them sound loud like they can go fast.
Hey, you see that? See what? The bait shop. Having a sale on worms and crickets. Well, if you don't sell them now, he's going to have to feed them all winter.
To shoot this afternoon?
A scene where my cousin and I and my uncle, we go in and we have to report quarterly to the courthouse here, probation department, because we are on probation for running moonshine. We just walk in and there's a new girl in there. So Bo gets kind of excited about that.
Yes. Duke's name. I'm Jesse L. And these are my two nephews.
Yes, here it is. See, Lucas K, and Gorman.
Were you surprised when you got this part?
It'd sound bad if I said no, but I wasn't, not to be conceited or anything, but it was, you see a car and that's your car, well, you read a part and that's your part. It's just a lot like me, so I said, well, I'll go out and get this thing. People said, what happens if you don't? I said, well, I don't plan on that.
The second episode of The Dukes will be coming along this week on TV5.